I haven't filmed in a few days. I've had some footage that I've been able to post up on the webs, but because I have been out of AC for 3 days, but it's finally back on. While it was off, I did put makeup on because I didn't want to defeat myself and look as yucky as I felt. And I want to show you what I did during this time period of hell. It literally got up to 92 degrees in my house, and I would have left except for I have 3 dogs and some other animals that I was concerned about and needed to keep track of and make sure that they are hydrated all the time, cool enough. I had fans, I bought a portable AC, but still, it was not good. So I'm going to show you what I did in my little cave I made myself in the living room with where all the fans were blowing, and I was watching the animals, and I kept it in this little handy dandy case, which is appropriate because that's the stuff I was using. And it's a bare minimal look, but it made me feel human. So I'm using the foundation by, oh hello, hi, Inception, the Celebration Foundation from IT Cosmetics in light medium, and the brush that came with the special value that QVC had last month. And I didn't prime, I just blotted my face off and went at it. It was kind of therapeutic for me to sit there and put some makeups on since I was feeling so depressed and downtrodden. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. It's monsoon season and dust storm season and extreme heat warning season. And so right after the 4th of July, my AC went clunk, which really sucktastic. My poor dogs. The day before 4th of July, we had a huge monsoon storm. We lost panels off of our porch. I'm just buffing this in. I'm going at it as I talk. Not really a technique to it. So my dogs get frightened. I didn't wear concealer, so I just used the powder on my eyelid too. So they're scared of the storms, and so that was a Benadryl night for them. And then the next night was 4th of July, and I live in the central Phoenix area, so all around me are big stadiums that have the fireworks display, so it went on from 8 to 10:30, plus the neighborhood decided they wanted to play with the fireworks as well, which you're not supposed to in a residential area. But, you know, who's gonna follow the rules? No one. Alright, I think I got that on. Yeah. This already made me feel better, sitting there in my dark room. I know, I felt so bad for my animals though. My favorite product I put on the whole time was this by IT Cosmetics, the Bye Bye Pore Powder. I love this stuff, oh my gosh. It actually feels cooling, so I was excited to use it. I just take a fluffy multitask brush from Real Techniques. You can see it kind of pounces it up, and I just pounced it onto my face. So they had Benadryl on 4th of July. The next day, actually that night I think, around midnight, I heard a clunk and thought, oh no, here we go. So poor things had to be, they were just panting, and I was panting. If you followed me on Instagram or Twitter, you could have seen some of my postings about the situation with IT Cosmetics Brow Power. I did my brows. Anywho, got my AC back on last night, finally, and I celebrated inside my head on a happy dance. My husband and I were just elated. We just kept walking around looking at the air vents going The issue was that the system is a little old, so the AC repairman had to retrofit a different type of fan to make the unit work. And that took time because the parts store was closed for the holiday weekend. I just kept reminding myself that my great-grandparents lived here without air conditioning. My grandparents lived here without air conditioning. For the early part of my mom's life, she lived here without a lot of air conditioning. So it's possible. I love this brow pencil, by the way. I'm loving the color. I'm just brushing them back up into place after I drew them on. Using the IT Cosmetics palette. I'm going to take a little of that bronzy shade. I just kept reminding myself. I learned some new techniques on how to cool oneself off. I kept a lot of frozen washcloths in the freezer. So I could put them on my forehead and neck. And of course I drank tons of water. Drinking so much water. Other side of the brush, I'm going to take the same color and just sweep it into my crease. This is what I did for 3 days straight. Because I didn't feel like getting an eyeshadow look out. I was like, no, that I'm not in the mood for. What else did I do? Oh, I sprayed Icy Hot on the back of my neck so it would cool me off when the fans hit me, and it did work. Kept my hair pretty wet so that my head would stay cooler. My husband used an ice bath for his feet. I thought that was kind of fun. A little bit of the blush. As it is, I still sweat in the house, but that's because it's just hot. But at least I'm not like, you know, morbidly tired. Alright, what I did for my eyes is actually I just used a MAC pencil. Is it upside down? I can't tell. There we go. Fascinating. And I did a simple line. Just smooth it out. I just did a simple line. To make my eyes look refreshed and bright. Seriously, that's all I did. You see, I'm still recuperating my energy back. Woo. And I curled my lashes. Ow. And use the IT Cosmetics Hello Lashes mascara sample I have. And I really like this product, I do. I've been loving it. What I did was I watched a lot of YouTube channels. Caught up on a lot of the YouTube. Look how long my lashes just got. Look at that. Nice and fluttery. Caught up on a lot of YouTube, watched a lot of PBS. Got my dogs those doggy ice cream treats. I would go around touching their noses see if they're still cool and wet. And if they started feeling warm and warmer and warmer, I would give them an ice treat. I ate popsicles. But by the end of the afternoon yesterday, my refrigerator and freezer were struggling in the heat to stay cooler. So the popsicles were on the door of the freezer, and they melted, so I couldn't eat it. But now everything's back into working order. Do you see how long my lashes just got? I tell you, this is a great mascara. It's not very volumizing. It is a lengthener. And I love length. I'm just going to under lashes. And for lips, I did line my lips with this NARS Morocco pencil. I'm blend it in a little bit. And then I used SEPHORA's lipstick Rouge Shine in number 36. Focus. Focus. There you go. I didn't want to play with my makeup a lot too, just in case it was getting melty. So that was the products I used. This is how I looked, and I still think it's a pretty look. I feel polished and clean and put together. It made me feel better when I'd go into the restroom and see the heat destroyed self, and I'd be like, but I still look okay. So it was like a therapy thing for me. It really was. I know that sounds stupid, but it worked. Anywho, I'm glad and happy and just really thrilled to be back able to record again. And I missed talking to you all, and thanks for stopping by. It ain't easy being green, but it sure is fun. Bye.